I think this talk show is very important to the African American community. The focus is mental health, but I think this goes into every field, whether it's politics, business, economics, and yes, of course, health. So for me, it was very important to share my views as it relates to economic development and health, and kind of put that in perspective. If we're doing well economically, definitely helps our mental health. So and so that's how I tied the two together. So, this show will provide diversity of views in relation to mental health. It will bring on professionals who will have a different take on mental health. I think that's a very healthy discussion. My field is the area of economic development. So my charge in my community is to create jobs and economic investment. And so this relates directly to one's mental health. While we think of having a job and making money and building a home and having savings and buying a car, all those things affect your mental health. And so when I was asked to speak on a show about mental health, I'm like, well, that's my wife's, that's her role. But the more I thought about it, is like, well, if you're doing well, your mental health does fare better. It doesn't mean that you don't always have health issues or you got to always be looking to improve on what you have. But the more I have been in this field, I realize that economics plays a vital role in one's mental health, and it will continue to do so for the next 1,000 years, because people who are doing well economically can go to the doctor, will have health insurance, and so all these things are a factor in your mental health. Individuals who view this series, I am hoping will, number one, become a fan, because I think it's very instructional. It's very realistic in terms of life and how it portrays life. I think that anybody from any field can look at any one of these shows and learn something. It doesn't matter your background, your educational standing, who you are. I think people of color especially, but anyone from across the board can learn how your mental health can be affected by a number of different factors. The environment, whether it's physical or otherwise, the economy, politics, family, your job, your business. So I think this is a very important talk show, because I think people can look at this and learn, take practical advice. And if nothing else, you can share advice with somebody else. And hey, better yet, call Bertha and ask to become a show guest. Would encourage viewers to, when they have an opinion, well, number one, definitely take a look at the show. There's a lot to learn. I've taken a look at a few, and I've learned a few things. So there's always a lot to learn. Be a lifelong student and learn. But I think the more you look, if you have questions, opinions, I'm sure you can go on our Facebook page and ask those questions, and that will allow this show to become better, because we can then address those issues as we go along. I think the show host will look at those questions and find the right quote-unquote expert to be on the show, and then they can address those issues as we go along. So I think people of color or anyone else can learn, and by just checking on this show, click on it, and I'm surprised at the level of knowledge and expertise that's being shared. And so I tell people, hey, get on there, click on it, and you'll be surprised in a good way.
If you're a professional who would like to be on the show, or an individual who has struggled with mental health and would like to be a guest, email us at info@intake.tv.
Follow us on all of our social media platforms.
Intake Talk Show, making mental health a priority by changing the way the world views it. To learn more about Intake or one of our guests, visit our website at intake.tv.